Welcome to the TV and Movie Review Show, bringing you a review on the latest TV shows and movies. So let's jump into it. Hope you enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host Jazzy929, and this is going to be my first review of the TV show that airs on AMC Monday nights at 9, and it is called The Terror. I hope you enjoy my review. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the review. The two main characters, or one of the main characters, Chester, y'all. I'm going to bring that out there. We see that Chester comes from a Japanese family background, and he is a person that has been born here in America. Him and his family lives in a camp, a terminal camp. No, it's a camp on a terminal island. The year is 1941. It is in the LA Harbor. We see that his background, he has some college experience. He has gone to college and he meets a girl there, which is his girlfriend. We see that in this episode that he knocks up his girlfriend. His girlfriend's name is Luz. During that time, isn't a good thing. Her family would not agree with this. I don't think that Chester's family would agree with this. Him being a Japanese descendant, and they're not married, you know. But during this time, him and Luz couldn't get married because it was forbidden for their two backgrounds as far as races to get married. He tries to help her get rid of this baby, as we see in this episode. He goes to a family friend and he asks her for a herb and a remedy to go ahead and help her miscarry. We see that the family friend is taken over by a spirit. I'm going to say spirit, y'all. I don't know what y'all thought it was, but me personally, I thought it was a spirit. She is walking down a pier or a dock, and we see that she is snapping her bones, her joints, and then she is walking funny. I thought she broke her neck, and then we see her collapse. So when she collapsed, she takes a hairpin out of her hair, and she sticks it in her ear, and she kills herself. We see that Chester's girlfriend gets the meds that he had gotten for her. We see that the family and friends attend the funeral of the woman that just killed herself. I am so sorry, everyone. I am learning names. Some of the characters, and I do know the names of some of the characters, but then there's some that I don't. I'm still learning as I go, so please forgive me. I am going to try to describe the characters as best as I can. But we see that the family and friends attend the funeral of the woman that just passed. Chester is, as he's attending this funeral, we see Chester pulls a piece of thread from his, it looks like it is from his jacket. He looks down and it looks like he's pulling his skin. And we see that his wrist is cut. And his skin is ripped apart. Chester is seeing the dead lady in his cameras as he is taking pictures. We see a strange wind blow by, and it's so heavy, or it comes by so fast, and it's so, I'm going to say heavy or fast, that it knocks over the casket. We see the deceased lady fall up out of the casket. Everybody hurries to put her back in. Chester's mother says that there is an omen and that it has come over the homes and the lands of where they live and the people that are there. Henry is Chester's father. He's a fishing captain. And he has a man named Stan that buys his product. And Stan is a bad buyer. He tries to chip Henry. He basically explains to Henry, like, you had other things inside your net, and I would have to go ahead and separate the fish from the other things that you caught in this net. So I'm going to go ahead and give you lesser money than what you were asking for. But the son Chester explains to him, no, you won't. We'll go ahead and sort it ourselves, and you will give us the $20 that we have earned. Then we see that in this episode that Stan comes over and uh he tells he tells Henry, in this episode we see that Henry takes Chester's dad's car. Not Henry, I'm sorry. Stan takes Henry's car, and he threatens Henry by telling the government that he did not register. And the government is looking for spies right now, so this wouldn't look good for Henry. So Henry went ahead and gave in and gave this man his car. Chester's brother tries to help the family of the dead by feeding them, going to check on them. The husband is still in his house and the child. While she is there, we see her sprinkle rice after blessing the rice on the windowsill. The husband sees this and he says, what are you doing? She says basically she's blessing the house. He's not happy with this and kicks her out. We see the husband, like I just said, kicks her out. And Chester is seeing in his pictures when he takes them. We see the family friend that has lost his wife. He goes blind. He goes blind as he's walking from the bar, because we see in this episode that Henry is in the bar and he speaks to this man, and a guy leaves and he's walking down the pier, and we see that he passes a woman, which we find out is Yuku in this episode, and he walked past her and he looks at her, and then he turns back around and he goes blind. We see that something, from what I can see, y'all, something jumped into that man. You know what I'm saying? It caused him to go blind. I want to know what your thoughts were about that whole situation right there. We see Chester goes to a brothel with his friends. It looks like his friend is about to get married, so he goes to try to celebrate this whole situation. They offer Chester to go upstairs with one of the ladies, but he declines. He sits downstairs when a Japanese woman appears. He goes and takes a picture of her. Then they get to talking. He tells her that he's got a lot of problems going on right now with him, and she offers him a tea reading. She gets him a tea reading. She helps him with his problems and troubles that he tells her about, and at that time it changes his mind about what he wants to do with the whole Lou situation. He doesn't want her to have abortion anymore. He goes and steals his dad's car back, and then he goes to Lou's and he tries to talk Lou's out of having a miscarriage or killing this baby. And she basically tells him, like, look, I have to see. I'm not going to go with you right now. Because he offers her to jump in the car with him, and they leave at that moment. So we see her turn him down during that moment, and he leaves. His father's buyer stand dies. We see the buyer stand. I think he's upset, you know what I'm saying, that Chester goes and steals the car. But I don't think he knows it's Chester at this time, but he knows that someone came and stole the car and it has something to do with Henry. So he goes and tries to burn down Henry's boat, but something comes over, a gust of wind. But I think before the gust of wind came, he turned around and he seen something. But the gust of wind came, and then he fell over on the boat. He tried to torch the boat with he threw some gasoline down, but he was unable to actually do that, and we see him fall over on the boat. We see that he is caught in a fishing net the next day. Sorry, y'all. He is caught up in a fishing net. sorry. He is caught up in a fishing net the next day and he is dead. We see that Henry and his son Chester is sitting there waiting to go ahead and report what has happened with the whole situation that's happened on the boat. Before they get to, we see that Pearl Harbor is hit. This is December the 7th at 7:55. You can look at the clock and it shows all that information. We see that Henry tells Chester that he knows about the ordeal that's going on with him trying to get rid of this baby. Henry is detained for his safety, at least that's what they say. And the reason, well, no, sorry y'all. And he tells Chester that he is an American and he should fight proudly. Then we see Yoku, and she is snapping her neck, and she rips a part of her face off, and then she sews it back up. I want to know what your thoughts are about that show. I thought it was pretty good. I was very excited about the show, especially for it to be an opener. That was the end of the review for me, y'all. That's all I had to go on as far as the notes, everything that I took during the episode that I wanted to share with y'all. There is a side note that I wanted to mention. I love the kimono. There was something missing on the kimono, though, but I did love it. We see that the ghosts appear behind Chester and Amy. I want to make sure if y'all haven't seen that part or y'all did not see it, go back and look at that. While they are on a pier and they look down, or they are walking, I'm sorry, before they look down at where the spot the woman died, you can see the ghost behind them of the dead, no, not of the dead lady. I'm thinking it's Shuku, y'all. We see that it is mentioned in this episode that the dead lady husband has beat her in the past, or they have a history of abuse in a relationship. He beats this woman. They mention that, and there has to be a reason why they did. We see that Henry's dad takes a lot of pride in having that car. He says he worked so hard, and there was only 6 people on the island that had a car besides him, or 6 people on the island, so I'm assuming that he's one of the 6, y'all. Let me not forget to mention the 80-year-old man. I will learn his name later on, y'all. Like I said, I'm learning names. Hopefully by the end of the season, I'll have everybody's name down packed. I want to know what y'all think that Yuku is. Do you think that Yuku is a shapeshifter? I think she's a shapeshifter. Yeah. Do y'all think that Yuku is a shapeshifter? I want to put that out there. Where did she come from? Did she come from Chester's homeland? And I want to know if y'all think that this has more to do with Chester's family. Is Yuku the shapeshifter, and there may be a spirit that's trying to protect Henry's family, and Chester, well, Henry is Chester's family, but their family from Yuku. And do y'all think that Chester's mom actually knows about what's going on? I think she does. With that being said, I am done. I hope you join me next time. Thank you for tuning in.
Find Talking Out Loud with Jazzy929 at Spreaker, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, Castbox, Deezer, Soundcloud, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Find merch at Redbubble. I will